Chapter 17 Resignation Part 1.
Prem Chand, 1890 to 1937, was one of the greatest writers of modern Hindi literature. His writing blend real-life situations and idealism, show a deep understanding of human nature and
This office clerk is a dumb animal. Frown at a workman, and he will frown back. Swear at a coolie, and he will throw off his load. Insult a beggar, and he will find a way of making you feel small. Even a donkey will kick up his hind legs. Frown at him, snub him, insult him, hit him. He will bear it all in silence. He has a control over his feelings that even a yogi cannot acquire after years of penance and self-control. He is a picture of contentment and paragon of patience, a personification of loyalty, a model of respectfulness. He is a combination of all the virtues. In spite of this, fortune never smiles on him. Even the straw roof of a miserable peasant's hut has its turn of luck. On Diwali night, the night of the festival of lamps, it is illuminated. It enjoys a shower of rain and takes pleasure in the sight of changing seasons. But the monotony of a babu's life is never relieved. There is never a ray of light in his darkness. There is never the light of a smile on his face. Lala Fateh Chand was a member of this dumb species of humanity. They say that the name affects the character to some extent. Now the name Fateh Chand means the moon of victory. But from our hero's character, it would be more appropriate to call him the slave of defeat. He had failed in his office. He had failed in his private life. He was a failure among his friends. There was disappointment and defeat all round him. He had no son, but 3 daughters, no brothers, but 2 sisters-in-law, and not a penny to fall back on. He was kind and generous by nature, which means that he was taken advantage of by everybody. On top of this, his health was always poor. At the age of 32, his hair was like pepper and salt. His eyes were lusterless, his digestion ruined. His face was pale, his cheeks were sunken, his shoulders drooped. There was neither courage in his heart nor strength in his blood. He went to his office at 9 in the morning and returned at 6 in the evening. After that, he never had energy to leave the house. He had no idea what was happening in the world outside the 4 walls of his home and office. His present life and future life, his heaven and hell, was his office. He had no interest in religion, none in entertainment, not even in sin. It was years since he had even played a game of cards. It was winter. The sky was slightly clouded. When Lala Fateh Chand returned from his office at 5:30, the candles had already been lit. As usual, he lay quietly on a charpai in the dark room for about 20 minutes before he could summon enough energy to open his mouth. He was still lying there when there was a noise outside. Someone shouted for him. His young daughter went out to look and reported that it was a peon from the office. At this moment, his wife Sharda was scrubbing some utensils with ash before serving his husband's food. She told the girl, "Ask him what is the matter. He's just back from the office. Why do they want him again?" The messenger replied,
"The Sahib wants him. He say it's very important."
Lala Fateh Chand's 40 wings were disturbed. He raised his tired head from the charpai and asked,
"Who is it?"
"It's the chaprasi from the office," said Sharda.
"The chaprasi. Why does the Sahib want me?" "Yes, he says he wants you urgently."
"What sort of man is the Sahib of yours? He always seemed to want you. Hasn't he had enough out of you all day?